This is baby Jane Alice when she first arrived in Hong Kong 2 years ago. Her appearance today is very different. She's lost more than 16 kilos.
No, it's very hard because, you fight your case and you fight your illness.
Alice says the family that employed her as a domestic worker made her work long hours and she was required to perform chores even on her day off, which is against the law. She says she often went hungry because they also rationed her food. In spite of the conditions, with 5 children to support back home, she couldn't afford to quit.
If I quit, I need to break my contract. I need also another visa. I need also another to find another employer, another expenses. So even my employer that do that to me, I need to finish.
In January, Alice was diagnosed with stage 3 cervical cancer. A few weeks later, she says the family fired her because of her medical condition. Since then, she's been living with the family her sister works for in Hong Kong. They've been helping her to raise funds for treatment and to fight a wrongful termination suit against her former employers.
I only have a 50-50 chance to survive of this one, but I think I'm always thinking positive, that I want to win my case and I want to survive.
Alice is one of about 400,000 migrant domestic workers in Hong Kong. A recent study commissioned in partnership with charity group Enrich estimated they contributed as much as $12.6 billion to Hong Kong's economy last year, or 3.6% of total GDP. Many are tasked with looking after children, and it's enabled more mothers to join the workforce.
The study also found that households in Asia are becoming increasingly dependent on migrant domestic workers, particularly as the region grapples with aging populations.
In Hong Kong alone, the government has projected a need for 600,000 such workers in the next 3 decades.
It's interesting to see that as we are facing rapidly elderly populations and aging populations across the region, there are other countries which previously put bans on domestic workers working in their countries are now beginning to remove some of these bans. So as the labour force and the market opens up, there will be increasing competition for this labour force of domestic workers.
According to industry job portal Helper's Choice, Hong Kong does pay the highest salaries to migrant domestic workers in Asia. That's a big draw for many, but poor working conditions could deter others who would otherwise make up a vital component of the city's workforce. Patrick Falk, TRT World, Hong Kong.